India continued their winning streak in this ICC Champions Trophy 2025, posting their third successive victory, beating New Zealand by 44 runs in the final league match. In Dubai, after New Zealand won the toss and chose to chase, India batting first for the first time in this tournament after having chased successfully against Bangladesh and Pakistan in their first two Group A league matches and winning them by identical 6 wicket margins. India are on top of Group A and will play Australia in the first semi-final of this Champions Trophy in Dubai, no doubt about it, on Tuesday, February 4. Whereas New Zealand, who have already qualified before today's game, will play Group B toppers South Africa in the second semi-final in Karachi on Wednesday, February 5. Varun Chakravarthy, playing only his second ODI and his first match of this Champions Trophy, coming in place of the rested medium pacer Harshit Rana and making it a four-pronged spin attack against New Zealand, was the star of the day, with the ball that is. Earlier it was Shreyas Iyer's 79, a fighting half century and well supported by Hardik Pandya, who missed out on a half century, and Akshar Patel, that gave India a decent total, though they fell short by what should have been a comfortable victory margin, though in the end 44 was as comfortable as they could have imagined. 249 for 9 was what India posted, and New Zealand, though they lost two early wickets, the first one taken by Hardik Pandya, and the rest of the 9 wickets fell to the Indian spin quartet. Varun Chakravarthy, 5 for 40 in his 10 overs. Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel, and Ravindra Jadeja sharing the other remaining wickets. So 9 out of 10 New Zealand wickets going to Indian spinners. That is remarkable. A lot was expected from Virat Kohli in his 300th ODI, but then the Indian top three of Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, and Virat Kohli fell in the first power play with less than 40 runs on the board. Thanks to brilliant bowling display led by pace bowler Matt Henry, who finished with 5 for 42, New Zealand gave themselves a chance to stay unbeaten going into the semi-final. But then Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel rebuilt the Indian innings, repairing the early damage, sharing nearly 100 runs. The Akshar Shreyas Iyer partnership for the fourth wicket was worth 98, and Shreyas was also given good support by KL Rahul, with whom he shared 44 for the fifth wicket. But then Shreyas Iyer and his weakness against short bowling is well known. Striking beautifully for his 79, he was out to William Rourke's short ball. William Rourke, the tall swing bowler, came for his second spell in the 35th over. Shreyas Iyer pulled, but he was lucky the first time as the ball fell short of deep mid-wicket boundary fielder William Young. William Rourke, once again, in his second over of that comeback spell, bowled short, and Iyer this time could not connect that pull and was caught by William Young in the same region. Iyer, until then, was batting beautifully, was sure of making a well-deserved 100. In his previous ICC match against New Zealand, which was the 2023 Cricket World Cup semi-final at the Wankhede, Shreyas Iyer and Virat Kohli scored hundreds each to help India to a big victory and take them to that World Cup final. Shreyas Iyer continued his liking towards New Zealand bowling attack. It was on him depended India's healthy total. 249 for 9, yes, it was good enough, the highest that has been posted in this Dubai leg of the Champions Trophy. Bangladesh 228, Pakistan 241, both batting first against India in the previous two Group A matches in Dubai, and today 249 for 9. But then, such was the pitch as has been in the previous two matches that batting was not so very easy. And it was in these circumstances that Shreyas Iyer, who was well set and was assessing the pitch conditions very well and staying long at the crease, was required to take India deep and bat till the end, because it was not going to be easy for the incoming batsmen to straight away start scoring runs and rotating the strike. But then KL Rahul did that very well, and Hardik Pandya later on stroked his way to 40 odd runs. 250 was gettable on this pitch, considering the kind of batting and the kind of batsmen that play well against spin that New Zealand have in their ranks. Kane Williamson led their run chase, but then the halfway mark into the run chase, the required run rate was climbing to 6 and above. Until then, along with the company of Daryl Mitchell, after the early loss of William Young and Rachin Ravindra, New Zealand were on course. But then the Indian spinners had different plans. Like I mentioned, Virat Kohli's 300th match was a memorable one as far as India's result was concerned, but then individually he fell for just 11 runs, and that was not for his fault at all. He was brilliantly taken at point by none other than Glenn Phillips, diving to his right to a powerful cut shot. Glenn Phillips took an acrobatic diving catch single-handed to his right. We have seen Glenn Phillips pull out such acrobatic catches earlier. We saw him do that to dismiss Mohammad Rizwan of Pakistan in an earlier league match of this competition, diving to his left, then at the point region. He has also done it in white flannels, getting rid of Marnus Labuschagne early in a test match in early 2024, and England's Ollie Pope late that year, both the test matches being in New Zealand. So Glenn Phillips proved that the flightless bird, kiwi, can still fly. Who says that kiwi doesn't fly? Well, this kiwi, Glenn Phillips, does fly. So his remarkable catch and a couple of other outstanding catches by New Zealand, including one by Kane Williamson, did well to restrict India to under 215, but then the Indian spinners led by Varun Chakravarthy, playing in his first match of this Champions Trophy and only in his second ODI, was truly the player of the match with 5 wickets, his maiden 5-wicket haul in ODIs. And what he has done is he has sent a message to the Indian team management that he cannot be discarded for the semifinals against Australia. Let's look at the preview of the India-Australia semifinal later on Monday evening. Until then, let's rejoice India's unbeaten run in this Champions Trophy so far and hope that India, having played on 2 consecutive Sundays and won both of them, will make it a hat-trick of victories on 3 consecutive Sundays. Take care, stay safe, bye-bye.